One of the questions that I'm regularly asked is, what does having equity in my home mean, and what can I do with it? Questions around equity come up all of the time. There are many misconceptions about how to use any equity that you may have. I'll try to clear some of these up for you. So, the term equity, when used in relation to homes, is the share of the property value that you own. For example, when you purchased the property, you may have used a 10% deposit and borrowed 90% from a lender. At that point, you had a 10% share and the lender had 90%. Over time, your property should have increased and the loan amount should have decreased. Now your equity or share is the difference between the increased property value and the decreased loan amount. If we translate this into an example where a home was purchased for $500,000 using a deposit of $50,000 and borrowing $450,000, your equity was $50,000 and the lender's was $450,000. After 5 years, the lender values the property at $650,000 and your loan balance has been reduced to $415,000. Your equity is now $235,000. So, what use is this equity? The bottom line is that the equity is of no real value to you until you realise it or release it. And one way to release it is to sell the property and pocket the equity as profit. The other way to realise the equity is to extend your loan. In other words, borrow more. On the strength of a higher valuation, a lender will typically allow you to borrow up to 80% of the increased value. In our example, this would translate into the loan increasing from $415,000 to $520,000, giving you access to an additional $105,000 for just about any purpose. A deposit on a new property, a new car, maybe a share portfolio, or even a holiday. There are really very few restrictions, but remember, releasing this equity is not a free exercise. You are borrowing more and your monthly repayments will increase by about 25% in our example. If you have any other questions, please call me on 0419 635 6